Hey, what's good? What's good? What's good? Welcome to D Snoop. Let's discuss. Welcome to today's session. Today's session, Joe Budden reacts to shocking not guilty verdict of teen shot in the back, and the jury acquits Ricky Chow.
What else? What else? What else? What else? What else is important, unimportant?
Nobody talked about this Ricky Chow situation.
They fucking his gas station up.
Oh,
Sure are.
Yeah, you damn right.
I didn't see
Ricky
that.
Chow, ladies and gentlemen, is the store owner.
Yeah.
The store that's connected to a gas station in Columbia, South Carolina. Who the young black kid went in there. Let me get his name because this is important. Rest in peace to him. Cyrus Carmack-Belton. Carmack-Belton is the young dude who went in there. He went over there by where the waters were. The Ricky Chow and his family.
His son.
The wife was in there too. The whole family was in there.
The son, the mom.
Yeah, the whole
dad.
family thought that he was stealing something. So when he got out of there, the son followed him. At some point.
Son and dad follow him, Joe.
But the dad is making it sound like he was following his son.
Right.
Oh.
That was the lie.
Okay, that's
Yes.
a lie, though.
We don't believe that. But the son ran after him. Ricky Chow says he ran after his son to protect him from the young black kid who was running away from a situation. He was running so fast. The story is that he tripped and fell. The details get murky about whether his weapon, because he had a gun on him, fell. But Ricky Chow's son screams, "Gun!" allegedly, and that's when
The father shoots him in the back.
Right.
Things that I think people need to know they might not know. Ricky Chow, the old man, is involved in two other shootings, 2015 and 2018.
Three.
Okay, I'm just speaking of what I know, right? 2015, 2018. Both times he is not arrested or charged, right? And his claim is they stole and they threatened my life. So one guy steals, threatens his life, he shoots up the car, six times into the car. Another time somebody steals and threatens his life and he shoots them. In that case, nobody, of course he doesn't get arrested, but the guy who stole, he stole
Whatever
out that
dude
gas
said he
station.
stole, got it.
Another hugely important part, the boy ain't steal nothing. They claim he stole a water and they find him with no water. That's a fact. Now then it's like all this discussion about did he have any money? And he walked around the store, he didn't have money to buy anything anyway. It's just foolish. If you watch the cameras, when the boy walks in, the first thing they say to him is, hey, you know you got to put that book bag down because they must have that kind of rule. In my opinion, when stores have those kind of rules, they already show what type of time they on.
That's true.
Okay?
For sure.
Okay, let me stay on it. Okay. They asked him to put the book back on. He shops. He goes, it's a small gas station. Up one out, down one out, up one out. The gas station is clear. Mom watches him foot to foot. If you ever saw Menace to Society, when a lady is sweeping around him, that's exactly what mom does to this little boy. So the fact that they say that he stole something after you watched him like a motherfucker and it was no other customers, it just feels like you just wanted to plow somebody down and murder them, especially when you have been involved in so many shootings and not got in trouble for any of them.
So you think you Teflon?
You
at that
are.
point?
You
It's a
totally
serious
are.
entitlement.
Like,
Yeah.
It's disgusting. I feel like I was talking about it the other day. For me, I'm from North Philly. My first racial interactions were with Asians. I never lived around white people to have a white person call me a nigger. My first interaction with a white person to have like a racial interaction was being bused from North Philly up to Northeast to a better neighborhood to go to school, which is like a common thing. But before that, my interactions were with Asians that just act like they hated me, even though I frequented their stores every day. We talking about laundromats, Chinese stores where it's food, and just convenience stores where you go get your every little bit of everything. In the ghetto where that's where your epicenter of everything is, this store. Never no love, ain't nobody picture up in the wall. And it ain't, hey mom, this bitch watch you grow up. And she still give, hurry up and buy, get the fuck up out of here now. And that's been my experience from the inner city from Philadelphia. So it's
Which
frustrating.
is interesting because didn't the blacks and the Asians fucking help each other, fucking escape and hide and all this shit?
Asians have never helped us do nothing. We've helped the Asians. I think time and time again, black people show up for these different causes. Black people show up and represent for the minorities. We would be tighter if we were closer. But what I notice is it's this proximity to white thing where Asians feel like, okay, it's white people, then me, and then y'all.
Yeah.
And I feel better to be able to say, oh, look at y'all. And the funny thing about that is a white man will never accept an Asian person anyway. So it's like, it's almost like a joke. You know what I mean? Like you chasing behind these white people to get this approval that you'll never give, all the while being real fucked up to the people that you really should be rocking with because we, you know, we're minorities. But
That's why.
The funny shit about it, I thought that the prosecutor in this case
he did great.
was killing.
He did.
You know what they fucked
I
up?
thought he was absolutely
Rick Chow.
killing.
You know what they
He
fucked
said,
up?
hold up for a second.
sorry.
He said, well, what is y'all's protocol when somebody steals? Say, oh, we got pictures that we hang on the wall, and then we ban them from the store. All right, so where the fuck did sending your kid to go follow this kid? They played some audio of the son sounding like he was gang, murder.
Got one.
Yeah, so when he took the stand, they was on him about code switching. Why do you sound like this here, like the innocent, scared, but in this, you sound like NWA. Like, I thought that they were making so many just poignant points.
Great ones.
And I can't believe that was the outcome.
That's where I'm at.
I'm not
shocked.
surprised. I mean, at the end of the day, the victim being black changes everything. I can't imagine a white kid laying on the ground doesn't result in a guilty verdict. I also can't imagine a black store owner doesn't result in a black in a verdict. Unfortunately, people think black lives are disposable, and so it's always easy to believe against all evidence to the contrary that this black kid was about to kill somebody. Even though there's no evidence he was shooting anybody, no evidence that he was pointing a gun at anybody.
Shit, we seen it on the other side with the black kid that's in jail now for murder of the white people at the school. When the white
Carmelo
people,
Anthony.
yeah, when they went over there and tried to bully him, and then whatever.
The problem was, and some people are saying they think it's intentional. They didn't charge them with the right crime. So what happened was they charged them with murder. To get a murder conviction, you got to have motive and intent, which means that these people intended to kill. They should have charged them with first-degree manslaughter, and they would have got a conviction. They charged them with murder. It's what they do to the cops. They charge these cops with murder, and knowing that you can't possibly win a murder conviction because you need those two things to stick to get a murder. Instead of charging them with manslaughter or wrongful death, shit like that, where you going to get it, they didn't charge them with the manslaughter and shit like that. And some people are saying they did that shit intentionally.
That makes
Who
sense.
did it?
Makes a lot of
The
sense.
prosecutor.
And the prosecutor was kicking ass, but you know you kicking ass, you can't get the murder.
This is all a farce.
I don't think they did it on purpose, but I think they're overconfident and they underestimate how racism works. Because I mean, the kind of
Especially in
zealous.
South Carolina.
What'd you say?
Especially in South Carolina.
Yeah, especially in South Carolina. I think they just thought wrong. I mean, I'm not against the possibility. I've seen people get overcharged on purpose, for sure. I don't think this is an example of that, but I think you're right. They do sometimes overcharge knowing that they can't meet the burden so that the person can get off, but they still look like they did everything
That they could
Everything
to
that they
possibly
could.
win.
I hate that
And-
shit, man.
and
Yeah, normally
sometimes-
at the end of that case, I'm sorry, Freeze. Normally at the end of that case, they are able to, hey, if you don't get him on this, we are going to add these other charges and see what y'all think about these.
Right. But you can add lesser charges, but at some point you have to make a decision. Did this person have a premeditated thought or not? Did this person have a mens rea, a criminal mind or not?
Yes.
And so the manslaughter and the murder things don't go together. But sometimes you get people for like possession, reckless endangerment. You can get a whole list of other things to charge them for. Here they could.
What do you say to the instances where, let's say they do charge, because there's been times where a manslaughter is charged, and then there's public outcry no, y'all are charging him with
Y'all
something
being soft
lesser.
on
Y'all are
crime.
being soft. Yeah,
And that's the other side of it. So, and prosecutors tend to try to roof you if they think you're guilty. I think that's a really important point, that if they had charged him for that and they got found guilty and the guy got 5 years,
right,
then they'd be like, this is all your
slap on the wrist or some shit like that.
So it's a tough thing to navigate, man.
Especially when you Latasha Harley.
That's a great example.
R.I.P. Latasha Harley, the little girl in L.A., in California in the 90s. It's the same fucking story over and over. Or even, and I don't know if everybody has experience going and giving somebody your money and them being nasty to you and you continuously doing so, because that's just where you get, you know what I mean?
Because that's the only shit you got.
That's
You
the
ain't got
only
that's
thing
all we got.
So it's like, dare I say it, I'm not shocked at all that Ricky Chow murdered somebody. He was just on his fucking way. It's like, it feels plain to me. You just waiting to see which kill you can get and get off with.
Because they don't think we
Because
people.
you hate us. And it's the thing. They hate us and they live amongst us, so that shit just builds.
No, they don't live amongst us.
Well, no, they work amongst. They have their businesses. Excuse me. Thank
That's
you
the
for
important
that.
distinction. Because in North Philly, growing up before the bodegas came, they were all, unfortunately we call them Chinese stores, but they were Korean-owned grocers.
Right.
And I ain't never seen a Korean person in my neighborhood.
Ever.
Nope.
But every store I used to go to was Korean-owned.
Facts.
And that's why I don't support that shit.
Yeah,
What do you mean when you say you don't support it?
Like, I haven't eaten like Chinese food.
I get what
I didn't see that cut. You just took it.
That's the last thing I thought you was going to fucking say.
Bro, I don't support their businesses in our hood. I don't go to their companies. I don't buy nothing from them because when you go around, you know how back, like when we was playing like football and basketball as kids, you go around to the local businesses and try to get booster money and shit like that to support. They never give you money, ever. But they'll come to our communities. They'll sell us shit. Whether it be fucking hair products, weave, liquor, fucking Chinese food, all of that shit. And then they'll go move, take all our bread, close up. They feed you behind a fucking thick-ass bulletproof glass, which is insulting. And then they take our bread and go live in their communities, and they don't give nothing back to our community.
I want to point out that you speaking about your experience.
Yes, 1,000%.
I just want to highlight that because in Jersey City, the Chinese stores, they took care of the community.
All right, well, that's my experience.
They was on some of the roughest blocks. That store couldn't even been there if they weren't so nice and kind and they bought the candy when they donated to causes. So I just want to be
cool.
careful.
But that might be I can't speak to their sincere shit. Yeah. And so as a result, I have the ability to dictate where I spend my money. And I don't want to spend my money
I respect it. I also feel like because I remember over West Philly 60th or something, around that Chinese store around there, they call her mom, like lovingly. And my daughter was little, that's her dad's neighbor, and she would call her mom. And going in there and that experience, it was so unique. My mouth was dropped because I had never experienced an older Asian lady that had been in the neighborhood that long that the people call her mom and she loves them. That's how fucking different it was for me. So
that's what I'm saying about our Chinese joint on Claremont and West Side. Nigga, you ain't even have to ask them for extra sauce or nothing. All that shit was going extra chicken, rice.
And in our hoods,
knew all the kids for the bag. They knew the killers first. Come on, fucking.
No duck sauce. You had to pay. Like, it's mad. Like, yo, you can't. You got 4 dinners. They gonna give you one napkin per dinner. Shit like that. Like, so my experiences, and I lived in a bunch of different communities, and it's always been the same with regards to my experience.
And listen, y'all
it's probably different in the suburbs, though. What you know?
And y'all might know.
East Hanover got different.
And listen, it's the same thing. It's the same thing in the nailery. Like the people in there, and it's that close that you touch me and you massage me and you are disgusted by me in the nailery.
The salon.
The nail salon.
The nail salons and shit.
Nail salon.
Stop. I'm grown. I'm not one of these young spring chickens. We say nailery in my day.
I know. I dropped out. Is that a word? I didn't know.
Oh, now this nigga want to play games. Somebody look at the fuck up. I don't care if it's a word. It's a word today. What I'm saying to y'all, in the nail salon, no, seriously, in the nail salon, you got that closeness because this lady's doing your nails every week. The bitch act like she hates you, like she don't want to touch you. On top of the fact that they are obviously talking about you because you don't speak this language. So you say something, you pull out your grandma rusty ass foot. Now she say something to the girl in the back. Now the whole salon laughing, and you think they talking about you because they are.
Better be careful now, boy. That translator app, boy. I be sitting there recording your voice.
Yes.
Nah, you ain't got to do that shit now. The AirPod do that shit on the spot.
And the Metas do it. The Metas got an app too. At the
they
end
start
of the day,
talking and speaking English.
We can make light of it all they want. Me personally, as a mother of black sons, I'm tired of watching people just
that much different with the bodegas. A lot of motherfuckers treated these black kids like dog shit. A lot of them treated us like dog shit.
I've had loving relationships though with Poppy's. I stole my first butterscotch crimpet from Poppy on Rising Sun.
No,
and Poppy walked up and smacked me in the back of my head, and I never even told because it felt like he looked at it like I was his kid. And I did steal the crimpet, to be honest. I used to love me a butterscotch crimpet. I would get a butterscotch crimpet, put it in my back pocket, freeze so it could be nice and warm. What?
And ain't nobody know it was there. That's how flat that ass was.
Can you write him up? Are you gonna ever do anything?
What about now, though?
What about now, nigga?
What about now? What about now?
Huh?
That's why you be on her FaceTime all day long, nigga. That's why you be calling her every fucking second now on her dick. What about now? Don't talk about back in the day.
Glad
that shit looking.
he
What it
called
look
me
like
more
right now?
bright.
Yeah, sip your little tea, boy. You better sip that. You see shit looking. You see what it look like over here now.
I didn't even pay
Yes, you
attention,
did.
but I
Yes, you did.
I
Yes, you did. You did. Yeah. You see all his body. Yeah.
This guy's nuts.
Where's my camera?
That shit looking like something
Sitting on it.
to somebody that doesn't work with you.
All jokes aside, it's upsetting. I'm tired of marching. I'm not with that shit. Y'all want to crunk with the police, hit the name with the police? Fuck that. It's time to get violent, black people.
Well, one thing
So what
we
are they
can
doing
do
to the store? Oh, I'm sorry.
another thought. In addition, I'm not.
Hair. That makes no sense.
Zero.
Motherfuckers that don't wear it, don't have friends that wear it. That's who you come to and say,
Damn.
who do you think I should, what should I do when I want 2 ponytails and I want the first? It doesn't even make any sense, but.
My nigga.
And it would never happen the other way around. I
Ever.
can't set up a shop
Never.
in
Go open some
Chinatown.
soul food store in Chinatown. See how long you won't even get a lease. You
Or
won't
even
get
worse, a Chinese food in Chinatown. Because they set up black shit in a black
they do.
neighborhood.
That's true
Right.
too. But again, they not having it. Go to Little Italy and set up your soul food shop and see what happens. It's only us, my nigga. It's only us.
It's just, and you know what I was noticing, y'all, on TikTok? Like, because of course it starts this big race debate, right? So this Asian guy goes viral because he says, I hear you black people saying, because all black people were saying, don't support no Asian business. I don't give a fuck what it is, don't go back. People weren't just saying not go to that gas
was a
station.
dick, too.
People were saying, fuck. And that Asian guy came out and said, well, where you expect to get your liquor from or your fake hair from? And it's like everything he listed was terrible things.
Negative shit.
Because a lot
So
of what
on
y'all
point,
sell in our
yes.
neighborhood is
You're
bad. Alcohol and fake hair and all this other shit. But I kept noticing kids being in the comments, like younger people saying stuff like, why do y'all hate us? That shit was making me so sad. Like little black kids asking some random white creator, Asian creator, well, why do you hate us in the first place? Like,
He's like, where you gonna get
nigga.
your Nikes? Where you going? I'm saying it.
Oh, that
where you gonna get your this
motherfucker.
from? These
Or
all
the
come from
Jordans
Asian
too. Like
factories.
Michael Jordan is an Asian man.
He was saying all that shit. But no, it's the crazy part. The fact that he kind of had a leg to stand on saying that ignorant shit.
Why?
Because overwhelmingly, the businesses that he named dominate our neighborhoods.
But you know why though. So why he got a leg to stand on? He don't know why. He don't know that a motherfucker coming from this country from somewhere else, they get better loans than we do. We systematically been set up to not own nothing or have nothing in our neighborhoods. That's the difference. That's the thing that he doesn't know. But you know, don't you, nigga?
No, I
Nah,
don't.
goblin.
I don't.
Yeah, so what do you guys think? Prosecutors urged that the young man did not steal anything when he was running. And he was shot in the back. And the Asian dude is claiming self-defense. Welcome to the session. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. I'm out of here.